You're listening to Country Rockin' with Jay Griffin,
Who didn't see that coming a mile away, huh?
the home of all things country and southern rock.
Hi, I like the Rockin. Twinnie, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good. Thanks for coming on. I know it's taken a bit of time to and fro with emails and rescheduling and stuff, but we finally
Yes, we finally made it.
made it. So I've asked this to everybody I've spoken to on my show, and I've asked, how have you coped with the last 6 months with this lockdown and stuff like that? How have you dealt with that?
I found it pretty easy really because I basically moved back home with my mum, and so I don't have to worry about any washing or cleaning. Or no, I do a bit of cleaning, but for me, I've used it this time to really spend with my family because I'm always so busy. So it's kind of nice in a way that I get permission. I feel like I've got permission to chill out, which has been good. Um, yeah, so just having family time and creating music and trying to plod on. What else can you do?
Well, you've just got to roll with it, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. So from soap star to singer songwriter country artist, how does that come about for you? How does that manifest?
Well, it's so funny that you bring like soap star to country star. I feel like well, first of all, I've been, on stage since I was 4, and music has always been my main passion. But I've done many different things. I've been an art, backing dancer and backing singer for other artists, and I'm a massive fan of. I grew up listening to old school country, so but like great storytellers, so people like Gilbert O'Sullivan and Billy Joel and people like that, and massive fan of like the Rat Pack, and quite an old soul actually, I would say. I think I just like always incorporated in the music that I was doing, and then like the acting side. Obviously, I've been doing that like all my life, as well as dancing. And I feel like in this country they try and like put you in a very much in a box, but in America they're like jack of all trades, master. Yeah, that's what I am, jack of all trades, master of none. And I have a real love for anything that I do when it comes to performing. So I said that like the natural progression was probably when I went into like professional writing rooms and they were seeing what I was doing, and I was obsessed with Lady A at the time and been a massive Shania Twain fan, Taylor Swift fan. So yeah, I don't really believe in genres and everything is. I don't, because I just think like with any genre, and I feel like country music especially gets a lot of flack, especially the younger generation of trying to, you know, I think it's just pop with storytelling songs, and I love that. But like anything, it evolves. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm just trying to put out good songs, and that's it. That's the main aim at the minute. But I still, I still act. It's still very much part of my life, and I'm very grateful for the opportunities that I've got with that. But yeah,
Well,
just
that's
don't really know how it happened. Just a natural progression.
progression into singing.
That was a very long-winded answer to your question. I'm so
No,
sorry.
completely fine. That's great. So you played C2C now. You've done 3 years on the bounce from 17, 18, and 19. How has that changed from your first one to the last one? Was it with the stages getting bigger? Was it how was that for you?
Well, the stages were definitely getting bigger each year that I was going back. I bet they're sick of me by now. Oh God, here she is back again. But yeah, no, I mean, it was quite small, C2C, when I first started going to it, and it seems to have grown. So it's really nice to be part of that community that have, I suppose, contributed to helping it grow and promote it. And yeah, I was meant to play the Spotlight stage this year in the main arena, and I was all super pumped for it, and then it got cancelled like 2 days before. I was like, but it wasn't meant to be. But we'll see.
So
That
you're
was next year.
so you're writing. Do you write with anybody, or is it simply just you?
It just depends. I write quite a lot by myself, and then I have co-writers that I write with. I have my favorite writers, but again, it comes in a bit of a wave. Like, yeah, I try and write at least twice a week, at least, just to keep. It's a muscle. I think it's a muscle, so you just have to keep disciplined with it and just keep going. And then we're just all hoping that we strike gold. I'm yet to do that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going until I do.
So, does it start with a lyric, or does it start with a melody in your head, or how does it start for you?
It just depends, really. I'm quite a visual person, so I might have a concept and then want to write about that concept or that idea. Um, and then, yeah, sometimes melodies just pop in my head, or it might be a word that I'll write down and I think, oh, that's really cool. I like that title. So it's different all the time.
Sure. Now that brings me on a little bit of the Hollywood Gypsy video. Very autobiographical. You know what I mean? Very
Yeah, autobiographical.
trouble with that word. So, was that your idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff that I put out is my idea, or it's been yeah, I had this thing anyway because I wrote Hollywood Gypsy, and I knew I wanted it to be the title track of the album, because I feel like I've always kind of struggled in two worlds personally, two different cultures, and that's exactly the same what I go through in music. There's certain songs that lean towards the pop side and certain songs that lean towards the countryside, but I never proclaimed to be anything that I'm not. I'm just Twinnie, and I hope people judge me on Twinnie and my music. I don't want people to go, well, that she's trying to do that sound, or she's trying to do that sound. I'm not. I'm just trying to make the best music that I can and things that inspire me. So yeah, the video was just about my life and like my journey, and I think it pretty much sums me up in a title. So
Yeah, it was. I watched it and I thought it was great the way it was all put together. With your home video clips, it's quite stunning.
thank you, I really appreciate that.
So, what's the response been like, the Hollywood Gypsy? Been the feedback so far on that?
I mean, it's been positive for those that have heard it. I don't really feel like anybody's had a real chance to hear it. I mean, I'm yet to do my headline tour. So I haven't played out my album live yet, which is so crazy, because now we're already trying to think of like, what's the next step? Do we release more music? But we've got a whole album that we need to sell. So yeah, that's disappointing for me, because I don't feel, I'm really proud of it, and it's going to be there forever, thank God. But I'm sad that it didn't have the shot that it deserved, because I waited 3 years to get it out. My label made me wait 3 years to get it out, and then we were hit by COVID, and it was just like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe it's the universe trying to tell me something. I don't know. But yeah, it's been, overall, everyone's been lovely and people have enjoyed it. So that's all you can ask for, really.
Well, I hope next year you'll get a chance to get out there and promote that fully. Anyway.
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm in the same boat as everybody else, though, so it's not like I can be too downhearted about it. It's not personal.
It's certainly not. It's not. So, what plans have you got for next year? I'm assuming you had quite a full calendar for this year. So, is it going to be like a carbon copy of this year for next year?
If I'm being really honest with you, I have no idea. And I don't think, you know, me and my team don't really know what the best thing is, really. It's a weird position to be in, because I'm a new artist. and new artists generally need support from the audience, you know, people buying their music, but without the opportunity to play live, that takes away a lot of my chances of kind of spreading my name out everywhere. That's that horrible way of putting it, but so we're just, obviously I'm always focusing on writing new songs and writing new music and writing for others. I've done like a dance feature for someone that's coming out soon, so that's fun and that's different. But yeah, really just trying to keep positive and just try and release stuff on socials if I can. It's a bit difficult because I want my next big thing that I release with to have like everybody on board and, you know, it be full steam ahead, but it's difficult in this climate to, you know, wonder what the next thing is, the right thing is to do, I suppose. So probably new music, but we don't know.
We've got our fingers crossed for that. So if you could collaborate with anybody, who would it be?
Billy Joel.
Really?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with him. I love him. Shaped quite a lot of my childhood and like made me want to be a writer. And yeah, I think him or Dolly Parton would be amazing, but if I had to pick in the country world, but definitely Billy Joel, because I just think he's the piano man. He's got so many stories, and yeah, I love him. So
the current UK country scene, are you like deeply involved with it, or do you take it in?
No, but that's not. I mean, I know some of them are my friends. Obviously, I'm friends with Laura Oakes, who I write with quite a lot, and the Adelaides. But you know, I'm sort of oblivious to anybody else at the minute, and I've been for the last 6 months because I've just been a bit like, okay, music industry is non-existent anymore. But yeah, I've been like to the awards, what's it called, the BCMAs. So I've been to them before, but no, not really, because I'm hardly ever here. If I wouldn't normally be here, I'd be in America right now, so I'm kind of more in that world than the UK scene. But I see people a lot at festivals and stuff like that. Yeah.
So who are you currently listening to at the minute?
Who am I currently listening to? In the country music scene or just in general?
Give me both if you like, that's fine.
I'm listening to a girl called Sasha Sloan at the minute. She's got a song that is House Without Mirrors, which is great. I think she wrote it with Nicole Gallion, who writes quite a lot of country songs, that's been behind Dan and Shay before. And then I've been listening to JP Sachs a lot, and who else have I been listening to? Cassidy Pope, who I toured with. She's got a new acoustic album, and Lindsay L. Listen to her excuse me, I've got hiccups. Her album, which is great.
Cool. So I'm going to wrap this up because I know you're a very, very busy lady. So where can people find out more about you?
On my across socials, so it's Twinnie Official. There's my website. I'm Twinnie Official across all social media. Yeah, so you can't. There's only one as well, so you won't get confused.
That's cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I hope we can do it again at some point. We'll have to when you've got some new music coming.
Yeah.
And we'll chat again further, I'm sure. But,
no, it's been great times here. Thank you for fitting me in.
Thank you for fitting me in. We've had a lot of issues trying to get to this point, but thank you very so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. I'll see you soon. Speak soon.
All right then, darling. Bye. Bye.
You're listening to Country Rockin' with Jay Griffin.